Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Zamboni Talk. Before we get started once again today, I'd like to thank you all very much for tuning in and all the normal stuff. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. And if you have any thoughts on the topic today or anything at all, please comment down in the comment section below, as that's going to be what gets the Discord started with between me and all the viewers and anybody else tuning into these videos. So, what I wanted to talk about today was something that I've been feeling internally that I have to shut down because this is something that's wired into my brain because this is the way I was raised. But whenever this happens, I have to shut this thought down because this is what really, really limits us in the world. And I believe that 90 to 95% of people have this limiting belief in their head, and that is the scarcity mindset. And what I've found in life, to be successful in any endeavor, you have to have the abundance mindset. That is what is completely necessary, because that scarcity mindset, whether it's in terms of your relationships, who you're going to be in a relationship with, whether it's platonic or romantic relationships, the abundance mindset is so key when it comes to that aspect of life, whether it's making money, whether it's what you can achieve with your own body, with your own mind, all these areas of life. If you do not have an abundance mindset and you have a scarcity mindset, there's only so far you can go. And it will really limit you. Just like on a car, if there's a governor on and it can only go so fast, that is the exact same thing in life. And I think this is the way a lot of us are brought up, as we're told to save our money, penny pinch, and then we're told in school that you can only do so much. You got to be realistic about stuff. And although in most cases, majority of people are not trying to blatantly hurt you or lead you down the wrong path, that is exactly what they are doing. So I found this in my personal life, as right now, getting towards December, I have quite a bit of vacation time at my regular job. And really, the way my life has been pretty much this whole year is I've been working every single day. I have the odd day off or I'm going away on a trip, but when I'm around, I am working. So that's pretty much every day, whether that's my main job or my side job here driving a Zamboni, as you see, or I'm doing some online work, getting things getting things ready for my rentals that I own. I'm always working doing something. But I looked at my calendar and I was upset because I had days where I didn't have anything planned. And this upsets me because I started to get into a scarcity mindset that, you know, this day I don't have any overtime on this day. I don't have an extra job on this day. I don't have anything to do. And that scarcity mindset I had to get out of, because that's not true. On those days, there's plenty of ways that I can better myself, that I can make money, even if I'm not working per se at a regular job that day, or have something scheduled for that day. I have to have the abundance mindset where every day I wake up, I have the ability to acquire more knowledge, become better in all aspects of life, and to make more money. And that's the way you have to approach every single day, with just that abundance mindset. And to tell you the truth, I set a goal at the beginning of this year that I wanted to make a certain amount of money. At first, I thought that was a pretty ambitious goal, but the fact that I reached so high, I surpassed it by almost $50,000 this year on earnings, and that's quite remarkable, because the fact that I didn't limit myself to a certain dollar amount, that I set the bar so high, I was I was able to absolutely crush that goal that I set out. And if I did not have an abundance mindset, and like I've mentioned before in prior video, if I did not believe that that was possible and that that was that amount of money even out there for me to get, then it would not have happened. There's no possible way it would have happened. So this is the same thing when you're pursuing other relationships as well. If you believe that there is a shortage of people, even let's just take romantic relationships for example, that if you're approaching somebody and you believe that you that there's not many people that are interested in you because maybe your perceived value isn't very high because you haven't put in that work, then that scarcity mindset is going to kill you, because there's nothing that is more unattractive to somebody than that you need them and that you're terrified without them, and that you're becoming needy to this person, because people are always more attracted when somebody doesn't need them, when it's a bit unknown, when when it's perceived that others want you, if you understand what I'm saying. And that is that abundance mindset. And if you do the work on yourself and level up and make yourself into that person that you really want to be, that you look in the mirror, that you're super proud of, then the abundance is everywhere. It is absolutely everywhere. Whether it's relationships you want to pursue, whether it's people you want to meet that you perceive that are above your level, well then you have to be able to see yourself there. And you have to be able to see it before it happens, and that there is an abundance in this world for it to happen. Because like I said earlier in the video, from a young age, we are taught to save, and that there's rich things, there's elite things in this world that we don't get to experience, and that is absolutely correct if you think that way. That is 100% the way your life will go, and you will never experience certain things. You will never have a life of abundance because it never even crossed your mind that that is there. And this is really the key in all aspects of life. And I know I kind of related it to money and earning potential, but I also related it to relationships and who you can meet in this world. And I believe that's so, so important, because there's always an old saying out there that says your network is your net worth. And I'm really starting to believe that. And I'm starting to put myself in circles with people that are at a higher level than me in all aspects of life, and into rooms that I would have never thought I would be allowed in before. And that's where I'm starting to enter, because if I want to get to where I want to get to, which I will, because when I want something, I always work backwards and find a way to get there. And that's the way my life's always been, and that's the way my life will always be. So the fact that I'm getting into those circles now with the abundance of all the resources, all the information out there, all the wealth out there, that is how I'm going to get to where I want to get to. And we, as a collective, we have to get out of that scarcity mindset. And you have to believe that if you want something, there is abundance of it in the world. And all you need to do is find a way to get there. And you will. If that's what your goal is and you are hell-bent on making it happen, because there's so much of it in the world for you to experience, then that is exactly what you will get. So I challenge you all that if you're in a situation like I am, or like anybody else is, and you find yourself starting to think in a scarcity mindset that, oh, I might not have enough work, I might not be able to get enough money, I might not have the overtime this week to be able to do what I want to do. You got to change that way of thinking and you got to say to yourself, you know what? I have every day to do what I need to do to be able to better myself, to be able to make more, learn more. And I will do that every single day, because there is abundance of it in the world. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next one.